up, guys? Welcome to a live edition of Table Talk. We've got the table here. We will be talking. So now that we've ticked that list, we can get started. You know the bucket. There's questions in there. You can submit questions. You can do it any old time. If you've got Twitter, use that hashtag Table Talk, or on the subreddit, which is reddit.com/r/SourceFed. And if you don't have a question, just go there anyway, because everyone has SourceFed discussions and you feel like a part of the family. No tears. No tears. You guys are so cute. So this special edition of Live Table Talk, yes, I am joined by Super Panic Frenzy Steven Suptic, but also from Rooster Teeth. This guy's been doing some pretty incredible things in the online space for some time, especially if you like your Halo and your video games and anything pretty funky like that. In hell, he even got viral recently by putting a grown man into a giant water balloon. If you don't believe me, search it on YouTube.
Got a virus.
We got a virus.
Gavin's sick.
You're positive.
Oh.
Gavin, free everyone. Give him a big round of applause.
Yay. Plenty of diseases.
Before we pull out the first question, can you just talk us through these videos that you've been doing lately?
My slow-mo videos?
Yes, you were a part of slow-mo.
Basically, I film stuff in slow motion, and we use special cameras that film thousands of times faster than normal cameras. And it's very easy. You just point it at something, and it looks way cooler than it does in real life. Easy.
How much is that camera?
How much is it worth? It's about $150,000.
Really?
Yeah. Your eyes went so wide.
That's a lot of money.
Please do the mouth thing.
What mouth thing?
We're just like, go!
Really? You guys got excited about this?
Can you do it too?
I got an elastic face. I can't do eyebrows though.
Can you flare your nostrils like this?
I can flare my nostrils.
My nostrils are bigger though.
Now here's a fun story that I haven't told anyone, so you guys are privy to it right now. Gavin Free and I first met in Australia in 2012. And I have this thing where if someone looks like they could be an animal, I'll tell them. And for me, Gavin, and agree with me by cheering if you are on the same page, I think I just watched Ice Age recently, and he looks like Diego,
So insulting.
the saber-toothed tiger.
Oh my God!
Saber-tooth?
People say I look like Sloth from the Goonies.
I usually get that I look like the guy from Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
I can see that too. That's exciting. I kind of think that,
Sloth, yeah.
No,
Okay.
I'm getting something that's amphibious from you.
A fish, some sort of fish.
Something, like a
Swordfish.
salamander.
How is a fish
Great.
amphibious?
A Mexican walking fish.
One of those
A
land
Mexican
fish.
walking fish?
Yeah, Google it. I'm like, on
that real?
that point. Yeah. It's
Is
a
it
fish that walks,
is it
got legs.
Australian?
The closest animal you could
I
get
think
to me?
so. Yeah, salamander.
A lot of people say I look like the poor man's Dane DeHaan. Do you see it by any chance? I
No.
think it's how the eyes are so far apart.
Maybe the Green Goblin thing that he was doing in
Other
Spider-Man.
people say that it's related to fetal alcohol syndrome.
Fetal alcohol.
Way to bring it down a notch, buddy. This is uncomfortable. All right, Gavin, you're our guest. You know the drill. You got to pick out a question.
Yeah, all of these questions are for Bernie, so we'll see what we get. Do I have to read it out?
Of course.
Nice and loud.
How many jars of peanut butter do you think you can eat in an hour?
Do you guys hear that one? How many jars of peanut butter could you eat in an hour?
Obviously depends on the size of the jar.
No, it doesn't. It depends on the size of the spoon and your mouth.
And if we're talking smooth or crunchy, this is too vague.
What would be easier to get down, smooth or crunchy?
Smooth, dude.
Are you sure?
Eating smooth peanut butter, and I could create enemies right now, but eating smooth peanut butter is blasphemy. Smooth peanut butter is not okay.
It's criminal.
It is peanut butter. Chuck those peanuts in there. Man up, woman up,
Thomas
grow a
Edison
slit and
that
go.
quoted, chunky peanut butter is just half done regular peanut butter. And that's a quote from back in the day that you can use and Google it on Wikipedia, perhaps. But I could be wrong. I could probably eat about a half of a jar of peanut butter, if not a quarter of it.
Yeah, mine would be less than one, is my answer.
I reckon I could go 3/4 in half an hour. If I put my mind,
You could eat a lot
I
of
could
peanut
do
butter.
3/4 of a jar of peanut butter in one spoonful.
Oh, I can't even
Have
imagine
we
how much
got a peanut butter jar on tap?
How big are your spoons? What's going on?
You can load that up. I can put my fist in my mouth just to give you guys like...
No, you can't!
Are you doing it? You want me to hold your rings? This is why I came on Table Talk.
Another
Why'd you
fun
have so many
fact.
rings?
I got into television in Australia and I had to do an Australian-wide audition. And this got me a job. Are you ready?
It's like a snake before it eats a... Holy God!
Not a small hand either, guys. You're welcome. Maybe if you... No,
got
let's
you
not
a
take that
job.
serious.
So impressed.
There you go. So yeah, I reckon at least 3/4 of a jar of peanut
Yeah,
butter.
definitely a lot of peanut butter for sure.
Next question.
All right. If you could become any superhero, who would it be and why? There was a TV show in the UK called Bernard's Watch, and it was this little kid who could stop time with this little stopwatch, and he would always do the nicest stuff, like he would like help someone who was about to trip, or he'd like help his uncle win a game of darts by cheating, and I would just rob stuff. I would just steal stuff, just walk into a bank vault, mess with people. It would be awesome.
Even doing something so small like stopping time right now. Let's say we've stopped it, right? This is what I would do.
All right, everyone's frozen in time right now. She's messing with someone's phone. Turned his hand around. Oh, God!
What an uncomfortable situation for
Maude
JD.
basically just caused other people to grope other people.
And then when the time would come back on, this poor
Everyone's
bastard's
like,
got his hand on a woman's breast, and he cannot explain it. And I would just be like behind a wall being like,
I hope JD's fiance doesn't see that. Or
that's
do I
twice
hope that
now.
she does?
So I should stop picking on you, JD. You're a good person, but they are fantastic as well, Sophia. Be proud of those. All right, what superhero would you be?
Ideally, you guys remember Jumper?
The dumb teleport movie?
Yeah, the dog shit movie, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the power I'd want. The dog shit jumping power. Ideally.
Just teleport.
Yeah. I mean, it wouldn't really get me anywhere.
Hold on,
I
is
think.
Jumper different to Looper? Yes.
Yeah, Jumper's
yeah.
far different than Looper.
Yep.
Much shittier, yeah.
Like, would you
That's
do
the
it?
one I want, though.
I feel like most superheroes, well, if we were in superhero positions, we would use them to get laid, right? We'd use those powers to get
How
laid.
could I use jumping to
That's
get
what
laid?
I'm asking you. How could you do that?
When you
'cause
jump
that's the end goal of-
someone,
That's the end goal of
Jump in,
anything
jump
to get
out.
laid, so...
in the name.
Because that's not going to help me at all. But I'm going to still take that power because you know what? Life isn't about sex, you guys.
Teleporting into your DMs like...
Look, life is about sex, and this is how you do it. You ask a girl what her favorite thing is. Shoom, shoom. Here you go. Look at that. Look what I just did. Here's flowers from
Dead
like...
dog, what? But I would take... Oh, you could take any person to like any site in the world. See, that is a cool power.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't get me laid though because I have
Yeah, well,
tiny penis.
You can still use a tiny penis.
Well, you'd think.
why don't you just have a superpower when you just make it bigger?
Oh, no, I already chose jumping.
Okay.
Sure.
too late.
What did you pick?
I would rather be a supervillain. Because let's face it, if we're going to be a superhero with great powers comes great responsibility, and we would all abuse those powers. So technically, we would all become villains anyway. So I don't start there and just cut through the BS.
Yeah, but so you haven't had an actual superpower yet. All you've decided is to be a criminal. Like, anyone can do that. What's your superpower?
Superpower.
Yeah.
I mean, teleporting is probably one of the better ones, but I would like to
that's
manipulate.
mine.
I would like to manipulate people's minds, like a Jedi mind trick, but being evil.
Mind games.
You're a
Yeah,
horrifying person.
just like being able to control people to do thy bidding. Oh, we got to launch these titles, by the way. This is the best part about table talk. See this little doozy here?
Yeah, it's a little catapult.
You fold up or scrunch up, depending on how you operate.
Oh, is this going to go out to all the people over there?
And
Let's
you've
hit
gotta-
Ricky. Let's hit Ricky with this.
You're
Hey,
going to
there's
try and
Ricky.
hit the
Wow, good.
camera,
I'm going to try and make a really aerodynamic shape.
and then it launches, and if you hit the camera, there's a little book here, and you get to write your name into like the Hall of Fame. And I'm not in here.
So I can just do this now?
Yeah. No. I would put it on the button.
Okay.
This is the
That is
worst
very
shape, by the
aerodynamic
way.
for sure.
That's not gonna.
Let's get Ricky. Well done. Well done.
Well, I'm gonna pick another topic while you guys fire off these
I would
other
like to launch the
two.
next one.
Alrighty, we've got one here from Hexus, who wants
Tight.
us to play Fuck, Marry, Kill. Sorry, Mum.
Rude.
So are we going to fuck, marry, or kill Steve Jobs, George Lucas, and Stan Lee? And then it says also, give Maude a high five for me. So
Fuck, marry, kill. Fuck Stanley. I will fuck Stanley.
We'll just wait. We'll just wait here.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was thinking out loud about
Oh, okay.
fucking Stanley.
So Steve Jobs is dead, right?
Yeah.
Easy to kill.
Wait, although you could marry, if you were married to him, you would reap his...
I wouldn't want to have sex with George Lucas because I don't like his neck.
He seems sweaty, yeah.
It's just kind of like...
I actually saw some great cosplay at Comic-Con of a guy cosplaying as George Lucas, and he'd like put in a prosthetic.
Oh, he did? That's all out, dude.
And he was like holding a Jar Jar Binks and a sign that was like, Jar Jar Binks is the answer, and he was going around yelling, "I'll fix it in post. It's fine."
That's a great cosplay. Has anyone ever cosplayed as just his neck alone, though? Like just a big blob walking around?
No, but now that you've said it, someone has to do it.
Oh, God.
Surely.
I bet George Lucas gets real sad when he sees those kind of cosplays. He doesn't deserve that, you know?
Jar Jar Binks.
Oh.
Didn't you? You did a Jar Jar Binks cosplay like 2 days ago.
Yeah, and my soul died when it happened. Not because I wanted to. Let me explain myself.
Yeah.
We had to. All the SourceFed nerds had like $100 in 3 hours to build a cosplay, and we had all these damn awful characters in a hat, and I picked out Jar Jar Binks.
That's a shame.
It was incredible, to say the least. So who are you guys fucking marrying and killing?
I'm gonna kill Steve Jobs because he's already dead, and it's like no blood on my hands.
That's just icing on the ass crack, yeah.
I'm going to kill George Lucas.
Didn't you just kill Steve Jobs?
Okay. I'll marry George Lucas.
Okay.
So because he sold Lucasfilm for $4.5
See, he seems stable. He's a stable choice.
billion. I'll take some of that.
So you want $2 billion, basically?
Basically. Yeah, I could put up with a bit of neck jowl for $2 billion. And I would fuck Stanley as a thank you for everything that he's done.
Yep.
He deserves it, right?
That'll probably end up killing him anyway, so.
Aww.
Be a double
That's
whammy.
gross.
Yeah, I would do the exact same. I'm with you on that one.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
It's sad because, okay, so marry Steve Jobs, but I wanted to get in before, like, you know, before the death
Pancreatic
thing.
cancer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So reap his rewards off of that. So I'm now rich, and now I can fuck Stan Lee for sure. Oh, fuck Stan Lee because the dude needs it. Like at this point, like I'd love to. I mean, not needs it. The dude, I'd love to give it to him. And then I'll kill George Lucas. I don't hold any negative emotions for him, but I just want him dead.
Okay.
And that's my answer for sure.
Excellent.
All right, I'm going to launch this one. Do you want to pick out another topic?
Yeah. That was stupid.
Yeah, baby.
These are all such deep questions. You can bend one of the elements: fire, water, earth, or air. Good shot. Which one would you choose and why?
I always felt like fire would be the coolest to bend for sure.
It is, dude. The other day I shot a fire tornado. Right? We got a load of fans and put a fire in between and just like blew the fire in a circle, and it went up like a Twister movie, and it looked good enough to eat. Like,
do you feel evil when you manipulate fire?
Yeah, and you could like see through it, and you could see the fire behind it, and I just wanted to hold it in my hand.
Did you all know that there are natural fire tornadoes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's why we got
I'm
the
from
idea.
Australia.
Oh, they're in Australia. Of
Yeah.
course
Have you
they
seen
are.
one?
When we get bushfires, hold on.
Can you say
back
bush again?
down under when we get bushfires, eh?
What, at the end of the river?
Sometimes the wind goes so fast that that's why the bushfires carry, and the wind will actually go in different directions, and it creates a fire tornado.
So do you have to tone down the Australian for the American audience, or do you just milk the Australian?
What happened? Did someone poke their head through there?
What if they just fell on us?
It's very soft.
That'd be kind of funny.
Sorry.
I think bending air would be one of the more. What's happening? That's such a laugh.
Oh, I'm sorry. What were we talking about?
Bending air.
Fire, bending fire. Yeah.
Fire. I actually nearly burnt the house down a couple of times when I was a kid because I discovered matches, and then I discovered that I could like light things on fire, and then I realized that it grew more quickly than I could.
That's a sign of a serial killer. Have you killed animals like as a kid?
No. Yes, but it was an accident. It was an accident.
How?
There was when I was like 4, my brother was in elementary school, and they had a classroom mouse, and we had to look after it on a weekend, and I wanted to pat it, and then
Oh my God, you're Lenny!
and then it was crawling away, so I went, don't go.
You didn't. You didn't Lenny the mouse.
What a demon by the river! Oh, I killed it.
I didn't know I had that kind of power, and then it felt good. No, that was traumatic for everyone involved. I hid it in a teapot and ran away.
God.
That's horrifying.
I once almost stepped on a hedgehog. I saw it right at the last minute, so I moved my foot. And what I didn't realize was that its entire litter of children was right behind it. So I mushed like 5 baby hedgehogs. And it was probably the worst thing I've ever done. It was in the dark. I didn't see it. And the hedgehog was just like looking at my foot and then looking at me, and I was like, I'm going straight to hell.
Did it make a noise?
It was awful. Don't make me relive the noise, dude.
Was it like, no, Gavin, please?
I'm going in again if you guys aren't going to do the topics, because I felt good about that last one.
Oh, distance.
You're getting married!
Do you want to do this one?
Yeah, I'll do that one.
Subtic, do you want to pick a topic?
I like nothing more, Maude. This question is specifically for Gavin. It's best place in Austin to eat.
Ooh.
By Austin Woolridge.
There's a pizza place in Austin called Buffalina. I like it. It's tasty.
What kind of pizza do you have?
They got all this kind of hipster crap, but you know, you can mix and match. It's good.
But what do you order?
I had something with like, I don't know, it had like kale on it. It was annoying. Like, it was annoying, but it was tasty. I don't remember the exact ingredients.
You annoyed that you enjoyed it?
Yeah.
Oh, this is good.
It was annoying, and I was like drinking out of a jar and stuff like that.
Were you there when JD left his 4-day-old kale out in the lunchroom and it smelled like my dad's butthole?
Is that when someone thought that there was something dead? That was you?
Kale's a dangerous product.
I don't feel bad picking on you anymore. I remember that day.
Could you identify your dad's butthole based on smell?
Oh, for sure, dude. You
lineup?
can't. That's so weird that you can't. Like, right, guys? Like, no, I can't either. That's so weird that anyone would think that. Cool. What do you guys? What's your best place to eat in Austin, Maude? Let's move on.
I went to Austin
Gotti.
for... Oh, no, I haven't. I've never been to Austin.
Are you going to go to RTX?
I want to. You know I want to.
Oh, back to the
better
killing
be
the
there.
hedgehogs thing, actually. I listened to the
People
Rooster
wanna
Teeth
see
podcast before, and I would listen to it like while I'm mowing the lawn and shit. And I knew one day a frog was gonna like come out into the lawnmower, and sure enough, the one day I'm listening to the podcast, it's like, and then guts everywhere, like frog guts and shit. And honestly, it was so traumatic, I could never hear the word Rooster Teeth again in my entire life.
Good one, Gavin.
So honestly, it's bringing back memories having you here right now. I'm like, flashbacks
Just like
of dead
frog
frogs.
bits
And
flying through the air.
One of it was
We
close
should
to landing
film
on
that
my
in
foot.
slow-mo.
Ew, good. Yeah, actually do that. Or hedgehogs too. We should just kill baby animals.
I don't like this
slow-mo,
conversation
guys.
anymore.
What happened? I thought we were good people. Well, what's over there?
Is it really? Hey, let's get them. Let's get them on the table talk.
They're going to come over here and like stake us.
Yeah, we should leave.
Pun intended.
maybe.
Steak, meat. Anyway. No_wasp has submitted on Reddit. Would we prefer to have no legs or no arms?
That's awful.
I could definitely go without legs. My job doesn't involve legs. Like I'm only filmed from up anyway. So arms are all I really need, especially for like
Video games.
well, masturbate. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I take no legs.
Why?
What you want to do your job like armless?
I think
What about in the bedroom? Like, what would be more awkward, no legs or no arms? I feel like no legs, you could still get a bit of thrust with just like the pelvic.
That would look so good.
But with no arms, you'd just be like,
Okay, so when I realized that drinking an entire bottle of champagne and trying to walk past a glass table was not a good idea, I basically had an accident and I cut my leg really badly.
bugger me!
And I got
let me
20
see, let me see.
stitches. I mean, I'm wearing a skirt, so...
It looks like some of your leg was off.
Oh wow, how'd you do that? Oh God.
Ah, yeah.
And my calf muscle was hanging out of my leg. And I didn't know this at the time because I was in shock and I was so apologetic that I broke someone's table. I was like, I'm sorry. And then I saw people look at me and they lost all the color in their face. And then someone held my head up and said, don't look down. And I was like, oh, the table's so damaged. I feel so bad. And then someone went down with towels and came up and looked like they'd just murdered someone. And I was like, whose blood's that? Yours. And I think it was the shock, but by the time I got to the hospital and the doctor was having a look at it and, you know, applying saline solution and opening it up even more, and there was just to see if there was any glass in my meat of the leg.
As you do.
I grabbed the doctor by the throat and I said, not my legs! Anything but my legs! And so I think to answer this question, I have to keep my legs. And shout out to the doctor for not stitching bitch into my leg, because I earned it.
Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, just the other night I fell asleep on my arm, and I woke up and I was like, because I thought it was dead. So I think I actually know now what it's like to be any sort of paraplegic. I think I have that experience now, and I can relate to them really well.
If you don't have legs
so
and you walk around,
I would go without arms.
You'd look like Sebulba from Star Wars.
This is the third time you brought this up in the past 2 days, Sebulba, for some reason.
But you can still strut if you've got legs.
That's true.
You just can't high five anyone anymore. I think I'd be okay with that.
That's a tough life to not high five anyone.
High fives are overrated anyway.
How do you do do you just do like a prong me? Instead of a high five, just prong?
Oh, that was
That's
weird.
fun though.
I mean,
It's weird because my hands are wet too. It's kind of slippery.
why are they wet?
Should I snag another question, perhaps?
We got time for one more? Oh, 2 more. 4 more? 4 more. Yay.
1-ish.
The rest of the questions?
1, 2-ish.
Depends on the question. Let's make it good. I wish we could do like a live question. That would be fun.
Should have just put a mic up.
Your favorite movie, everybody, from
That's
Haley.
not a
asks
good
that.
question.
Cool.
That's
I could
generic.
even do my top 5 movies in no particular order. The Princess Bride, Fifth Element, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, Willow, and...
You got it.
Inception is my favorite movie.
I like There Will Be Blood.
Has slow-mo in it.
I also like Pineapple Express.
Fifth Element, though, that's a great movie.
Love it.
Prong me.
Woo!
Yeah, oh, missed.
Would anyone like to read this one, perhaps?
Gavin, you're up.
Gotti.
Will you get an autonomous car? What will you do with that extra time? I'm doing research on auto vehicles.
Thanks, Austin.
So let's answer
Austin
this one as quickly as
Woodbridge.
possible so we can move on to another one after this.
Do you find it funny when I'm driving my automobile? That's how I feel every time I get into my car.
I don't have a driver's license, so I would do exactly what I do now, and that's just be on my phone at all times.
You don't have a now?
Why don't you have your license, dude?
Just didn't get one.
But it's
I was kind of scared that I would die in a car.
How do you not have the license though? Is what's weird about that?
It's like
It's
the
like
sign
I'm
of being
15,
an adult.
right?
Yeah. Maybe get one.
It's
Yeah?
just get
Why
a
not?
license.
Here's the reasoning. Here's the main reasoning. If I don't drive a car, I can't ever hurt someone, right?
I hurt people all the time and I don't drive.
How sadistic are you?
No, I mean, I wouldn't do it on purpose, but I'm never, injure someone in my normal day-to-day life without a driver's license.
To answer the question, I would not buy an autonomous car.
I missed.
Oh, catch! Woo!
Wow, that was wonderful.
We are at the stand at VidCon live at the moment. Thank you to everyone who showed up. You guys are incredible. A big shout out to Gavin Free from Rooster Teeth who stopped by and joined us in our live table
Thanks
talk.
for having me, guys.
You've reminded me that I've killed frogs.
Yeah, death together.
And Steven Suptic, who you guys know from Super Panic Frenzy. Now, you may see right here, we have a For Human People stand, and we've got leggings, brand new attire. We've got the new crew on some tank tops, not singlets. I'm in America now. And a bunch of goodies there, some stickers, so make sure you head over there and grab yourself some stuff, because VidCon goes for a few days, so wear some SourceFed on your body. Apparently, it's a cool thing to do. I'm Maude Garrett. You guys have been great. And get in your topics for the next table talk. Bye, guys!
School is coming back, and I know you hate it, but today we're gonna make backpacks for you to wear.
Backpacks go on sale July 27th for $40.
That's it? For a backpack? Really?
Remember when Steve got an Iron Man toy, beautiful, probably like $300, probably more than that. And I remember you took it out the case, and I was like, man, Steve, can I see that? And you said, no, Will, you're gonna break it. Where's it at now?
I just think that Marvel movies are so used to being light, and then DC movies are going down the dark direction. This is like a perfect blend of both of them.
I love in the comics how Deadpool breaks the fourth wall the whole time. Right. So that's what I want from this movie more than anything.